Oh, there you go. All right. Buenas and Hafade. We're here today to present resolution number 175-37 LS, which is relative to recognizing the Guam-CNMI Employer Support of the Guard and Reserve State Committee for their hard work in the development and promotion of the employer support for the service members of the Guam National Guard, the Army Reserve, the United States Navy Reserve, the Guam Air National Guard, the Air Force Reserve, the U.S. Coast Guard Reserve, and commending the ESGR for their commitment to serving our island community and the Pacific region. I'd like to also recognize my colleague that has joined me this afternoon, Senator Jesse Lujan. We're the two oldest one in the legislature, so.
And the fonts are this big.
Yeah, they're real big to make sure we can read it, okay? The ESGR continues to develop and promote a culture in which encourages all employers to support and value the military service of their employees and continues to be the principal advocate for the U.S. Department of Defense. And just to let you know, I mentioned to you guys earlier, I was with the Guard, I was with the Reserve and the Guard, and I used to do this for every soldier. I sat down with every part-time soldier, and I explained to him, I even visited their employers, because at that time, my adjutant general, who's also here, General Polino, would always say, Sergeant Agustin, make sure this is squared away. There was no debate on his mind. He said, it's got to be done right or not done at all. So I had to make sure it was right all the time. This presentation is to assist in kicking off the celebration of the Employer Support of the Guard and Reserve Week, observed this week from August 28th through September 1st. Some of the ESGR objectives are to gain and maintain support from the employers of the National Guard and Reserve service members, to educate them on their legal responsibility to these men and women, and to continue to refine ESGR organizations for relevance, effectiveness, and efficiencies. It is our honor to celebrate the contribution of all employers on Guam who continue to support our servicemen and women and express undangkunas zusmasi to the ESGR State Committee for their commitment of promoting workforce harmony and collaborative efforts for Guard and Reserve members so that our island and nation may uphold peace, safety, and service for all. And congratulations, Zanbiba, ESGR. I'd like to call up Mr. Ray Linetta, former Colonel Linetta with the Army National Guard. You know, I knew him when he was a major only at that time. He's still young. Sir, ask Senator Lujan to present this resolution to Mr. Linetta. Sir.
May I ask for...
Yes, I'm going to call my Adjutant General. You know, even though the current Adjutant General is here, back then when I was a lot younger, General Polino was my Adjutant General. General Polino, please join me. Join us. Okay, you're good. See, Mr. Linetta knows better because General Polino was his Adjutant General also. He remembers. He had to run a lot. And we also have one lady that's here. She also retired from the Guard, and she was the ESGR Volunteer Support Technician. Norma, come on up. You, because she also retired from the Guard. And she also had to deal with General Polino. The three of us, let me tell you something. If you didn't run, get ready. Because General Polino loves to run. And he was not that young when he was a general. He retired from Korea as a full-bird colonel, became the Adjutant General, and he just loves to run. Everybody actually were worried, is he coming out with then Command Sergeant Major Elliott? Because they both love to run. And back then, I know that the current Adjutant General was, I think he was a captain with the medical unit, and or probably a major, because he's a doctor, Dr. Cruz, Adjutant General, and also Sergeant Major Leonin. I know he was, I think, a Sergeant First Class back then. Still young. He was just born. I know his dad way back. But with that, we recognize the three. But you know what? We have many also to recognize. The current Adjutant General, General Cruz, if you can please come forward, sir. Go for it.
I will tell you that the General Polina was my Adjutant General twice. And so, thanks that you're not wanting to run anymore, though. So.
You know, when he said twice, I'm just surprised that he's not the Adjutant General today. But that's okay. I mean, they're all happy because they don't have to run, because he still runs. We also have Major Romel Urbina from the 9th Mission Support Command, Army Reserve. Thank you, sir. We have Brigadier General Christopher Farouk, Guam Air National Guard. Is he? He's still flying, but oh no, but we got a colonel here. There he is. We still got a colonel here. We have Lieutenant Colonel Ronnie Guerrero, Commander 624th Aerospace Medicine Flight, Air Force Reserve. Probably he's on a medic flight. Okay, we understand. Captain Nicholas Simmons, Commander United States Coast Guard, Sector Guam. Oh, we got the representative. Hey, we got a captain. Come on up, ma'am. Oh, it's called lieutenant even with the Army. It's railroad tracks or captains. You guys all know that. We got Commander Gregory Sickles, Deputy Commander, U.S. Coast Guard Sector. He's probably still on a boat. Okay. We have the U.S. Army Coordination Element Guam, Chief Warrant Officer Cy Concepcion. Oh. We're not going to blame the other forces that the Army does it all. But you know what? They're guardsmen? He's a guardsman? As long as it says, Uncle Sam ain't released me yet, I'm not worried about where he come from. You're good. Anyway, sir. and with that, you know, there are other members that that could have been called up, but they're not here. And I don't want to beat this up too much, but I'm going to ask Mr. Lanetta if he wanted to say anything. And also my Adjutant General and the other Adjutant General. Sir. Hopefully it's not too long, Ray, but go for it.
Wow. It's a great day to be on Guam. It's a great day to be here in this building. My heart is literally boiling, and it's boiling in a great way, because when I see uniformed personnel, you know, I'm in civilian clothes, but when I see uniformed personnel, and there's so many of you this afternoon, I think the most in one signing of this resolution, and it's terrific to see Army Reserve, Guam National Guard, Air Guard, Coast Guard. It made me so happy to see blue in here. It's terrific. But you know, this is for you to recognize your service. You know, we do this once a year, but really, it's all year round. And the legislature is recognizing the fact that you are here to support and defend, that you are here to make things better for our island and for our nation. And I'm truly very proud to be standing here in front of you as the chairman of ESGR. 22 volunteers and 2 full-time staff, right? This is for the soldier. But I'm also very happy to see a representative from the employment sector, Chugach Alaska Corporation, and I used to work for them. And, you know, in the future, we would like to see not just members of the Guard and Reserve here, but employers. And this is really very important because we want to put you all together and understand what we all do for our island and for our nation. So as the chairman of ESGR, thank you very much. With the 3,000 plus members of the Guard and Reserve on island, the 22 volunteers between Guam and the CNMI, and the 2 full-time staff, what a great day, what a great honor. How terrific it is to be here in this building with the resolution signing of ESGR Week. Thank you very much for being here.
I'll ask the general if you want to say anything, sir.
I just want to echo what the chairman of the ESGR committee said. But I also want to recognize Senator San Agustin, my senator. You know, as long as I've been with ESGR, going on 19 years now, Senator San Agustin has been gracious to host this event every year to kick off our ESGR week. And so Senator San Agustin, thank you so much for everything that you've done. I also want to recognize and thank Senator Lujan. He and I go back, our sons played, they were on the Guam national soccer team. So we got to spend a lot of time on the road when the team goes and plays in other countries, as well as here in Guam. So I got to know the senator very well. And throughout that time that I've known him, he's an avid supporter of the Guard and Reserve, ESGR, as well as the military in general. And the last thing I want to say is that as long as I'm healthy and I'm able to, you can count on me to be there for the troops, to help them as in any way I can, okay? But again, thank you very much for coming here. ESGR, hua.
You got one alibi? Go for it.
They call this alibi in the Army. I don't know about the Navy or the Coast Guard, but I wanted to echo General Polino's words by putting something into action. You are 110, supporter of not just ESGR, but of the troops. And I want to take this opportunity to show our appreciation for such a great senator that you are. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I'm gonna save this if somebody wants to challenge, okay? But General Cruz, would you like to say something, sir? And I'd ask your command sergeant major, join the general. You're supposed to be with him. Sergeant major, join the general up here. There you go.
As a traditional guardsman and reservist myself, I want to thank my employers, and that's the governor of Guam, government of Guam, and my private sector hospital as well. But senators, thank you so much for this opportunity, and certainly to honor us with this proclamation. But seriously, we in the room are the true defenders of Guam. Given the current geopolitical situation here in Indo-PACOM region, we are the ones that live here. We are the reservists, we are the guardsmen, we are the U.S. Army, Coast Guard, Navy, Air Force that lives on the second island chain. That's significant. And I think it's more important that we make sure that our employers know that ultimately in the end, we're about defending our territory, our island, our tradition, our environment, our culture. So for all of you out there, thank you for what you do. And thank you, employers. Viva ESGR.
Colonel, would you like to say something? You don't have to, but you're good. I'm going to look on this side. Major? Coast Guard? We're good? All right, with that, thank you all for being here today, and we'll just do a group photo now. All right? Thank you.